Good Tuesday morning, TGO traders and investors. Wiz here, the primary and weekly options model portfolio manager at TGO. And here we go, folks. The melt-up's going to continue, even though the futures are indicating down right now, folks. We are at near record levels on the indexes. You pick an index, it is hypoxic up here at these altitudes. Yesterday, folks, one of the lowest volume days year to date. Why? Well, we're getting out of earnings season. Right? We're getting out of earnings season. The market's putting up the periscope saying, okay, well, where are we sailing next? And it really doesn't matter, right? Where do we sail next is up because of the Fed. $85 billion a month pumped into this market is going to move us higher. And for all of the folks out there in the 500-pound heads on Comedy Central on CNBC who say, well, the economy's doing great, that's why this market is going up, then why do we need the Fed? Why is the Fed involved in the stock market if everything's going great? Well, of course, we know that it's all a load of crap. Take a look at this chart here, folks. The S&P 500 is the dotted line, and the red line is the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. Anybody see anything interesting? So the world ends in 2007, 2008, and here comes the Fed to the rescue. Pretty interesting chart. So again, it's the magician, hey, I'm going to pull the chair out from under this person and they're going to hover here. Is that what's going to happen in our market? Of course it's not going to happen. If the Fed pulls a chair out from under this market, we're going to fall flat on our face because everybody and their mother knows that the macroeconomic data are bad and that the market is not in a good place. Here's a percentage of Americans with a job, one of the lowest levels in our nation's history, but yet look at corporate profits. Thank you, Mr. Bernanke and the Fed for doing this. And then you have, great news like this type of stuff hitting the market there. Of the 953,000 jobs created in 2013, 77% of them are part-time. I wonder why. Many of you folks know that in addition to what I do here at Top Gun Options and Wealth Creation Investing, I'm a Fortune 500 consultant. Fly around the world, Brazil, China, Canada, the United States, working with Fortune 500 executives to do strategic planning, help them develop a corporate battle rhythm, and just a lot of deep stuff. So I get behind the boardroom doors and see what's going on in corporations, and it is Obamacare. And the just frontal assault by this administration on businesses, especially small businesses, right? We saw last week in one of our SITREPs that the president wants to reduce the corporate tax rate for an Apple and a Google who don't pay a tax anyway, and increase it for small business owners to 40%. Absolutely unbelievable, folks. So we're not going to get out of this thing at all at our current pace of what we're doing. And oh, by the way, this time last year, the president stood up and with a straight face told this nation, we have Al-Qaeda on the run and the global war on terror is over. And by the way, ditch the word terror and terrorist. Now they have us on the run. Now we are closing embassies around the world because Al-Qaeda is coming after us. So not only are things going very poorly in our country, it's a very dangerous world out there. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs was in Israel last week. Why? Netanyahu's about had it with the United States. We covered a couple weeks ago that Ahmadinejad said, hey, another 5,000 centrifuges online. We're spinning like you read about in Miami out till 6 a.m. magazine. So a lot of really bad stuff going on around the world, folks. But, who cares? You can't fight the Fed, and we go higher. As I've said many times before, this thing is going to end, but it's going to end higher from where we are right now. Here's our near-death experience in June when the Fed even kind of sort of hinted at ending quantitative easing, and then obviously the market says you're not going anywhere. Market pulled back a little bit on one of the Fed lieutenant's comments, said, yeah, we are going to do quantitative easing a little sooner than the market expects, and the market had a little bit of a head fake to the downside, but nothing to too bad to talk about. So kind of a quiet week like we covered in Monday's Market Outlook over at Wealth Creation Investing. Not a lot of macroeconomic reports today. We'll get a trade report this morning and some other minor reports, and another Fed lieutenant speaking today, Evans. So we'll see what he has to say. Consumer credit on Wednesday, weekly unemployment on Thursday, and then Friday, nothing here in the United States, but a lot of Asian news. Money supply, new loans out of China, consumer confidence out of Japan, fixed asset production, industrial production, and retail sales in China. Last time these reports came out of China, they moved our market. So as we get out of earnings season and our market looks for its next leg up or where it's going, know that we are going to get back into, there's a good 3-4 week phase before the Fed meeting in June where we're moving with the Nikkei and the Shanghai. I think we get back into that for the rest of August. We're going to be moving along with Asia, right? Because Prime Minister Abe in Japan and his Abenomics, their Bernanke, Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda, and China, all very critical to the United States recovery or non-recovery, right? So we'll be keeping an eye on that here at Top Gun Options, and I'll be helping my traders out with what's going on. Okay, all right, guys, got to run. I have a primary live trade brief this morning with a lot of new Top Gun Options traders. It's not too late, folks. You can still get on board. Go to members, hover over services, and the first drop down there, alerts and live trade briefs, or you can go to topgunoptions.com/TA-LTB. And you can take a 2-week test flight, see what we're doing here at Top Gun Options in our primary and intermediate and advanced trade alert, and also live trading services, about 4 hours of live trading a week, actually about 5 hours, or you can do both of them. Take a trial and absolutely everything we do at Top Gun Options and get airborne. The weekly option service is not included in this. If you like weekly options and the afterburner trades and how exciting they are, up, down, sideways, a lot of action in the weekly options, just go to topgunoptions.com/weekly-options, and you can scroll down and take your test flight right here. Okay, guys, happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll see you with Wednesday's SITREP tomorrow morning.